Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. The tag is there by Lucroy, and they got him at the plate. Cliff Pennington set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Cliff Pennington.
And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone is going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Out in front, but this is skied into straightaway right. Gomez is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Elvis Andrus will get a second shot now. He grounded out to start the ball game.
Yeah, but it's still a pretty good leadoff at bat because he made him throw a lot of pitches.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Chopped weakly to the left. Shin-Soo Choo stands in again. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first plate appearance.
I can't imagine they're going to give him anything to hit this time around.
And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Richards comes set. Here it is on 0-2. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Runner in scoring position at second with 1 away. And set to stand in a guy who seems to get better with age, the dangerous Adrian Beltre. Here's the first pitch to him. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
You know, on May 15th, 2015, Adrian Beltre became the 52nd player in MLB history to hit 400 home runs. He's in some pretty remarkable company.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And Beltre wisely lays off that one, 1-2. Speaking of Beltre, he's collected more hits in his career than any other player hailing from the Dominican Republic.
And he's also only the 4th player in Major League history to hit for the cycle 3 times. He really is a rare talent at the plate.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Now to the plate, Ian Desmond. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. In the dirt here. But fortunately here, no advance. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Calling for it, Calhoun. And the inning is over. Number 39 will get
Number
first
39.
pitch of the at-bat on its way. Outside with the fastball. That's 1-0. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out.
Number 00.
Yunel Escobar
Shortstop.
will try it again. He flied out to start the home first. And that's in there for strike one.
0-1.
Third inning here. 3-1 our score. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Drilled to the left side. There is Andrus. And the throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
A right fielder, number
Cole
56.
Calhoun. We'll see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Andrus. Now in the box, Mike Trout. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. It wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Now a big looping curveball in there for strike 2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is. Rougned Odor is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Calhoun has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Jonathan Lucroy is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Here's a slider to start things out. Looked at for ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Richards peers in. Here's the 1-1. Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Very weakly on the ground. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. Set to deal on 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Up next for the Rangers.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and here's the ever dangerous Carlos Beltran. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1.
Nope.
Takes a pitch high and away for ball 1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Now
Mitch
batting,
Moreland stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Pujols has got it, and the side is retired. Albert Pujols is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch is a breaking ball taken down and away for ball 1. And he misses again, 2-0. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side, and reined in one away. Yangervis Solarte in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
And Matt, that was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled him last time up, so it'll be interesting to see if they attack him with a breaking ball again here.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Beltre is there for it, and he makes the catch for the second out. C.J. Cron will stand in. He drew base on balls his first time. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Gomez has a read on it, and that retires the side. Carlos Gomez will lead things off here for the Rangers, to be followed by Elvis Andrus on deck. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Out in front of it, strike 1. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Elvis Andrus steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Throw over to the bag, and they got him. Line drive to center field. And this is handled easily, so quickly 2 are gone here to start the 5th. Shin-Soo Choo strides into the box now, launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Giovanni Soto comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Ground ball right side, fielded by Odor, and a rather easy first out. Cliff Pennington is into the box for his second appearance, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Tap foul at home plate. 0-1, here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. This is pulled into right, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Number 39.
Number 39 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Chu has a read on it, and that's the third out. Adrian Beltre will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Hit to third. There is Solarte. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th. Ian Desmond will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 thus far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Sinking line drive out to right center. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. Corey Rasmus will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already 1 out in the inning. Rougned Odor will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and 1 away.
Well, he's done some pretty good damage in clutch situations with 2 RBIs in this game already.
Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. And he misses with it. 1-1. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game. Pitch out, nothing doing. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Pitch inside the throw. It's right there, and he's gone at second on a great throw down by Soto. Three 3-1 is a fastball, and he can't connect. 3-2. Pulled toward right center field. Is camped under this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. Yunel Escobar will lead things off for the Angels here as they look to get it going in their half of the 6th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Cole Calhoun started to go around, but it's a called strike. 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single. Mike Trout will dig in for the third time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first two trips. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes.
You know, when I watch Mike Trout and I see the speed and the power, it reminds me of Mickey Mantle. And whatever you do, don't give him something down in the zone to hit. He loves the ball down.
Line towards center field. In there, a base hit. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Albert Pujols. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the best results come with that mindset.
Desmond is there to put it away for out number 2. Solarte strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Back here at Angel Stadium of Anaheim, the Rangers on top in this one as we get a look at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play.
Leading off for Texas,
Jonathan Lucroy will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Back to the mound and off his leg, but he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. Carlos Beltran will stride in, popped out and singled in his 2 trips.
Yeah, and he made just a little adjustment last time coming off of that pop-up the first time around, and he got himself a base knock. That's what the good ones do.
And not the greatest approach there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and it's even at 1-1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's throwing a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Late making contact on that swing, and we'll do it again on 1-2. 1-2, here it comes. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and it eats up Pennington. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out. Mitch Moreland will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Long run for the left fielder. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning.
It's time.
C.J. Cron steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. And he gets ahead with the curveball. Strike 1. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Giovanni Soto will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, put the ball in play. Sometimes that's half the battle.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. And, whoa, this is off the third base bag. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. Cliff Pennington will take another shot here. He's flied out and lined out in 2 trips. Runners off for second. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Now the 0-1. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? Andrus on to first. It's a double play as there was. Leading off the inning, Carlos Gomez, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
Gomez.
Hit to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. So 1 gone now in the Texas half of the 8th, and it's back to the top of the lineup now for Elvis Andrus. This one's flared out toward left. Under it is the left fielder. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Shin-Soo Choo strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. First offering on its way. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
Boy, if he makes contact there and makes an out, that's a 3-pitch inning. I think I would have had him look at least 1.
Fastball called strike. 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Number 39 will dig in. 0 for 2 in the ballgame.
Leading off for the Halos, left fielder, number 39.
In there, strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Drilled to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Yunel Escobar will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
Yeah, guys, not really providing the spark that they usually hope to get out of him. Maybe he can make something happen right here.
This is line to left, but he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Cole Calhoun ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. And the runner back. First pitch coming. Here it is. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around third and being waved on home. But not in time as the run scores and the lead is trimmed to 1. So striding in, Mike Trout as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Jake Diekman is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. Mike Trout will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. And a first pitch sinker is over for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does...
Lead high in the air out to center field. Desmond sprinting after it. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Adrian Beltre, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
And the 1-1 is in the air now out to center. Trout has a play. 1 down. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ian Desmond. He singled his last time up.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Swing and a shot to third, but a quick glove at third, and there are 2 gone. Rougned Odor strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Not close. It's 2-0.
You can tell now in his 4th inning of work out of the bullpen, he's looking a little gassed.
Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And the pitch on 2-1. Lifted the other way to left center. Number 39 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. striding in to start the ninth, inhwan23, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. In there, and it's even now, 2-2. Still 2-2. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that's through into center field, so the tying run's aboard to kick off the inning. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. C.J. Cron comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Jeremy Jeffress is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. C.J. Cron is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Giovanni Soto, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat and not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
Cliff Pennington is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Here comes the 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And this hole he's digging on the mound, it's all his doing. He's got to be able to find the strike zone.
And he lays off a pitch just below the knees. It's 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. And he misses ball 4. So now that potential tying run scoots up 90 feet to third base. So coming to the plate, number 39, as he's got a chance to be the hero. Tying run at third, winning run at second. Sam Dyson is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. And all 3 runners on the move here. Oh, and the bunt attempt is missed here. And he scores on a daring steal of home.
Wow, his speed bailed him out big time right there.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Fastball called for strike 2. Hits this one hard the other way. Adore is there. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So digging in with a chance to win it here, Yunel Escobar digs in, needing a 2-out hit to walk this one off. And now a ball lifted into the air out towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play. Jonathan Lucroy will step in, a ground-out victim his last time. MLB The Show has baseball from the Lone Star State as we get a look inside Globe Life Park. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Detroit Tigers and the Texas Rangers. It'll be fun watching these two swing it all series long. First pitch is next.
The left fielder, number 7, Jonathan Villar.
Jonathan Villar is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Fooled him badly there. I mean badly. It's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And this is taken for a called third strike as the leadoff man is set down to open up the ball game. So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. Line toward the gap in left center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. Miguel Cabrera takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. Hit down the third base line, fielded by Beltre, and he is in there. Coming to the plate now, J.D. Martinez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 pitch is a sinker taken for a strike, 1-2. Belted high in the air out to left. Hamilton going back to the track. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. The relay throw, and the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. Billy Hamilton comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Left fielder, Billy.
And oh, look out, up and in and nearly took his head off. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. Cabrera is there for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, Elvis Andrus, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul, strike 1. In there, and he's in control, 0-2 now.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Throw gets him, 2 down. Adrian Beltre gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. And here is strike 1 call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1.
One thing this guy's going to need tonight, he's going to need to work from ahead in the count. He's still figuring out how to pitch at the major league level. And
well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. Victor Martinez will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, and this really is his 1-2 punch. He's got both the two-seamer and the cutter in his arsenal, so they're fairly similar pitches, except for the fact that one works its way in, the other one works its way out. Very effective, especially when you double up and throw one off the other.
And he's in there safely. He's got a double. Stepping in, Nick Castellanos. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. Jose Iglesias steps in. He'll get his first shot at it here. In there, strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. Liner towards second, but right to the second baseman, and that's the second out. Man at second here with 2 away, and that'll bring in Jared Saltalamacchia. Sent on the ground out to second. Odor has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ian Desmond strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
Center fielder.
And they go right after him on the inside corner for strike 1. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. First offering on its way. Line hard toward right center, but this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out.
Catcher, Jonathan Lucroy.
Jonathan Lucroy is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. And he couldn't lay off there as he offers it a pitch in the dirt, and the count comes even now at 1-1.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
To short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Cameron Maben steps in here to start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow.
Yeah, and you know he's the number 9 hitter, but you've got to go to the plate right now thinking like a leadoff guy. Just find a way to get on base and then give those 1, 2, 3 guys a chance to drive you in or do something.
Jonathan Villar will get his second shot at it now. He was called out on strikes to open up the ball game. And this is on the ground to first. Could be 2. On to first, and it's another double play. Already 2 of them here in the first 3 innings so far. Into the windup and the pitch. Ian Kinsler will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Sinking liner toward left, and that'll get down for a 2-out single. Miguel Cabrera steps in now. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. And Moreland will put this one away, and that ends the inning. Carlos Beltran digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
You talk about tying a guy up. My goodness.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. The 1-2 pitch. Tap fouled at home plate. 1-2, here it comes. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Looped out towards short. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's a quick one as he gets his man at first. Good composure that time to record the first out of the inning.
First baseman.
So the leadoff man retired, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Mitch Moreland. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
Pulled toward right center field. Martinez is over to his right as he puts this one away. 2 down. So 2 are gone here in the Rangers' third, and standing in the speedy Carlos Gomez. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll qualify as the Rangers' first hit. Billy Hamilton in now, hopped out in his first trip.
Yeah, he just uppercut a fastball. That top hand kind of dragged through the zone, which caused the bat head to drop a little bit. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. Now Maben gets it in here off the wall. Elvis Andrus comes forward trying to cash in on this 2-out rally as he's got a couple of men in scoring position with 2 away. And what a turn of events right here. 2 quick outs, but they didn't give up on this inning at all, and now they've got a great chance to put up a crooked number.
Second and third, 2 away. Tapper right back to the mound. Throw too late at first. It'll be scored an infield single, and it's a 1-0 ball game. Adrian Beltre stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Chopped weakly to the left. Castellanos has it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. J.D. Martinez is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Odor gets dirty. He's up with it. The throw. It's there, and he's out.
Wow, made it look easy.
Leadoff man retired now for the switch-hitting catcher, Victor Martinez. Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one. He pulls this one into right. He'll take this in without much trouble, and two are gone here to start the fourth. Now at the plate, Nick Castellanos. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, it's always a frustrating thing to go down looking, but you know what? Everybody does it. So you've got to let that one go and make the next AB count.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Desmond on the move. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Ian Desmond is set to lead us off in the home half of the fourth inning.
Center fielder, Ian.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Under it is Maben now as he pulls it in for the first out. Rougned Odor stands in for the second time. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Bounce to first. Oh, just a brutal hop, and it goes right by him. And the effort pays off as he's able to recover and get the second out of the inning. Jonathan Lucroy stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike one. And he comes back with one that misses here, and it's 1-1 to the Ranger backstop. And this is yanked hard down the left field line. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Running hard, he's digging for second. And he will stroll in there standing with a two-out double. Carlos Beltran will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the two-out double. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Jose Iglesias heads for the box to start off the fifth in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
In there at the knees, strike one. Smoked on the ground up the middle. Andres fields it cleanly. And the throw gets him as he takes away a hit that time. Jared Saltalamacchia stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Pulls the string on that one. One strike.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. On to first, and Saltalamacchia grounds out here. 2 away.
Number 4.
Cameron Maben will dig in. He singled his first time around. Low for ball one. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Bouncer down the line. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Mitch Moreland comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the fifth.
First baseman.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike one. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Martinez. One down. So one gone in the inning, and that brings up the speedy Carlos Gomez.
Carlos Gomez.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard up the middle. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. In now, Billy Hamilton. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. But he's safe at first as he gets back in time. To first. Glove by Cabrera. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second. Elvis Andrews stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up. And this is right by Saltalamacchia to the backstop. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. Grounded to third. Castellanos is there. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Jonathan Villar, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. They set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike one. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Full count, 3-2.
Full count.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter's aboard to start the 6th. Ian Kinsler comes to the plate here, and we'll see how they play it with that leadoff man on base. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Desmond calls for it. Makes the play, 1 away. At the plate, Miguel Cabrera. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
And it was a breaking ball that he got under last time. Definitely an off-balance swing, so we'll see if they try to attack him that same way again.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
So stepping in, J.D. Martinez, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. First pitch is a sinker, too low. 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No runs on 6 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. In the dirt here, goes to third with it, and they will get him on the recovery down at third. So you can forget the wild pitch. It's a 2-5 putout, and now there are 2 gone. On the ground to third. Beltre's there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Adrian Beltre will start things out for the Rangers in their half of the 6th.
Third baseman, Adrian.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
You know, on May 15th, 2015, Adrian Beltre became the 52nd player in MLB history to hit 400 home runs. He's in some pretty remarkable company.
High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ranging back is Maben. He's there and records the first out. Ian Desmond will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball one. 1-0.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Ruknadodor will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips. Out in front of it, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this is chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line and left. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Victor Martinez is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
Jake Diekman is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Hamilton is under it. He's got it 1 away. Nick Castellanos will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hard hit ball to second. Backhanded. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the 2nd out. Jose Iglesias stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch on its way. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Odor is there. Throw in time, and the side is retired.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time.
Jonathan Lucroy steps in, working on a 1 for 2 game so far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Rocket to third, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting.
So 1 away now for Beltran.
Carlos Beltran.
Hit to short. Iglesias is up with it. Throw gets him. 2 down. Mitch Moreland will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting the line drive right back up the middle.
This is in the air to center. Does he have another 1-2-3 for the Ledger? He will not. This ball gets down to break the string. Carlos Gomez digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Bruce Rondon.
For the Tigers, number 43.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Pulls this one in the air out to left. VR moves over. And the inning is over. Jared Saltalamacchia comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th. James McCann will pinch hit here, and he's the potential time.
Number 34, James McCann.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Cameron Maben will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And this is low, ball one. Both teams with 6 hits so far. A swing, and it's popped in the air back behind first. There now is Moreland, and he's got it for the second out. Striding into the box, Jonathan Villar. He drew a walk his first time up. Jeremy Jeffress will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. In tied at 93, ball one. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got it in on his hands that time.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And Billy Hamilton, followed by Elvis Andrus on deck. Here's a blooper out toward left center. There to take it is the sure-handed Iglesias, 1 away. Elvis Andrus gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And, ooh, I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1. And ouch, that one hit him. Adrian Beltre will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike 1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And Beltre wisely lays off that one, 1-2. Now a throw over to first. Runners on first with 1 down. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. He's running again. Taken for strike 3, the throw. It sails a bit, and he will get into second base as the tying run. Ian Desmond takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Well, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hard to call that an off-speed pitch when it's a changeup at 88. That's a fastball for a lot of guys in this league.
But he is in there as they can't get him at second.
Wow, his speed bailed him out big time right there.
2 out here and a runner at second. Drilled down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Runner's on his way to third. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right. Striding in to start the 9th, Ian Kinsler. And they'll need him to get something going.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And the 1-0 is sent out to straightaway center field. Desmond is there, 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Striding in once again, Miguel Cabrera. He singled his last time up. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
He knows a drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat and not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
J.D. Martinez comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Sam Dyson is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. Time called here as with the potential time.
Justin Upton.
He's set. Here it comes. Fastball in there for a called strike. Runner at first here, one man out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
2-2's the count.
Still 2-2. Runners on first with one down. And he looks at a sinker for a called third strike, and now there are two gone. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Victor Martinez. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1. Line toward right center. Oh, and this goes right past him. Tying run headed home. And a relay home, but not in time. And just like that, this ball game is tied. Nick Castellanos digs in, looking to send something into the outfield that gives that go-ahead run a chance to score from second.
Well, no complaints on this end, guys. You've got to love any game that's this tight, this late.
Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with two down. Oh, 1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Into center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Throw comes quickly to the infield, so that go-ahead run will have to hold up at third with two away. So coming to the plate, Jose Iglesias, as he'll hit with the go-ahead run at third and two away.
And this is big-time pressure right here, both on the guy in the box and the guy on the mound. This is a great duel coming up.
Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Swing and a high chopper. Beltre has it. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Rougned Odor stands into the box. He could really use the knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Justin Wilson will come on needing to get
for the Tigers. Justin Wilson.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Iglesias is there, and he's retired, one away. Jonathan Lucroy gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And they start him out away with a called strike. A swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Carlos Beltran. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Francisco Rodriguez comes on now trying to keep this ball game tied. And a changeup here misses off the corner to start him out. It's ball 1. Chopped foul right at home plate. Very high, 2-1. 2 out, nobody on. All even now, 2-2. chopped foul at the plate, and will do it again. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. James McCann in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball one. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. In tight with the sinker, ball two. Curveball swung out and missed. 2-1 now.
And now he's made most of the hitters inside conscious. And, of course, that opens up the outside corner when he has to go there.
And he gets under the 2-2 a bit as this is sent in the air out to straightaway central. And the leadoff man is retired here to start the extra frames. Cameron Maben gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Keone Kela is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sets the target low here, and it misses. 1-1. This is line to left. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Into the box now, Jonathan Villar, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And he's not quite as powerful from the left side as he is batting right-handed. So he just doesn't quite have that same pop in his bat batting lefty.
And a good job to lay off the fastball there close, but it's 1-1. This is in the air out to right field. And he will get there as he had to cover a lot of ground to make that play. And that is... Mitch Moreland will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance.
And everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball. That's 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Gets a small piece near the plate. That's a foul ball. Ready on 1-2. This is pulled into right, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. Now batting, Carlos Gomez. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Carlos Gomez.
There's the hard stuff from K-Rod to start him out. It's 0-1. Kim Soo-Choo will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Possible winning run aboard here. Nobody out. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Martinez has a beat on it. 1 out. Ready now, Billy Hamilton. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Lower the fastball here in the dirt even. Hits ball 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Possible winning run on first, 1 man away. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. Another foul ball, and this battle will continue. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone. Elvis Andrus will get another shot, hit by a pitch his last time.
And he knows there was no real intention to hit him right there, but that doesn't make you feel any better to get hit. He'll be looking to get some revenge right here.
And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him. Big spot here. First and second, 2 men gone, and digging in the third baseman. On its way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Maben is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Ian Kinsler comes to the plate as the leadoff man here in the 11th inning. And that's in there for strike one. Fly ball out toward left center field. Hamilton is after it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Justin Upton will bat here. No official at-bat, but he's scored a run thus far.
Yeah, but he has found a way to contribute, and that's what really matters.
Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. And he lays off for ball one. 1 out, nobody on. To short, hit hard. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning. J.D. Martinez will dig in. Took a called third strike his last time.
You know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. I wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Ian Desmond brings his bat to the plate now to get the bottom of the 11th underway. High in the air and deep to left center field. Maben racing back. Gone! Santa Maria, game over. A solo home run that time for Ian Desmond. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
The final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rangers: 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Tigers, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 37 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at the ballpark, 49,115. The Rangers thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely. Thank you and good night.
Always a treat to see a daytime ball game here, Fenway Park in Boston, Mass. Tonight, it's the home opener for this new season between the Texas Rangers and the Boston Red Sox. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Springer, one away. Into the box, Shin-Soo Choo. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Shin-Soo Choo.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A little bit off the outside, it's 1-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Travis fields it cleanly. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
Batting third,
Adrian Beltre gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. And he falls behind 0-2. Just underway here at Fenway Park. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A.J. Pollock comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
leading off for the Red Sox, center fielder, A.J.
Towards second. And he's retired here, one away. Digging in now, George Springer, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Springer.
Cut fastball taken for strike one.
One thing to keep an eye on as this game goes along, first pitch strikes. The more this guy can work from ahead, the better off he's going to be.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. High and deep to left center field. Desmond going back on it, still going back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. David Ortiz gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind. 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. This is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Chu. Gone. Over the monster for a home run.
Batting fourth, left fielder.
A solo home run for David Ortiz. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0. The windup and the 0-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied into very shallow right. Gomez is there, and that retires the side. Leading off the inning, Ian Desmond has tried to golf at it, but he missed strike 1. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Skied into straightaway right. On the move is Springer. 1 out. Rougned Odor steps into the box. Greinke's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Out in front of it, strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. Red Sox on top in the early going. 1-0 as we play the second. Chop foul wide of first. And that misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Jonathan Lucroy takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and 1 away. Hit hard back up the middle. And a reach to his backhand side at second, but this finds a way by. So striding in, Carlos Beltran, as he'll look to bring home that tying run. And this is low, ball 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And that's inside. Looked like the slider, and it's 2-0. Taken high and deep to right. Back goes Springer to the track, to the wall. And that is into the visitors' bullpen, a home run.
Batting 8, first baseman Mitch.
It's a 3-run shot for Carlos Beltran. And with it, they've leapt in front now, 3-1. Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch, and it's 0-2. Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Slapped hard the opposite way, but quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out. Carlos Gomez into the box here in the top of the second, looking to keep this inning going. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1. 3 runs already home here. In there, 1-2 now.
1-2.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Springer. And that's the third out. Troy Tulowitzki will lead things off here as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 due up to start the home second.
Troy Tulowitzki.
Into the seats, 0-1. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And Tulowitzki can't come up with that one as he falls behind 0-2 now. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other, one away. Evan Gaddis settles into the box for his first chance. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1. One out, nobody on. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Chopped foul right at home plate. Bases are empty, one man out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Liner towards second. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the second out. Devin Travis gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him, 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Lifted in the air out to right. Gomez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Elvis Andrus is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1. Heading out towards shallow right. Springer has it in his tracks. He's got it one away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Shin-Soo Choo. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Chopped foul over towards the coaching box. Bounce towards the second baseman. There is Travis. On to first as the throw takes care of him, and it's a quick 2-up, 2-down start to the third. Digging in, Adrian Beltre. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Back goes Pollock, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The relay, the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Pablo Sandoval digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
For the Red Sox, third baseman, Pablo.
8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. To first, Moreland is there. And he'll take this to the bag, 3 unassisted for the first out. Brock Holt set to hit now for the first time.
Brock Holt.
Cut fastball in there for a called strike. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Desmond on the move, and that's the second out of the inning. A.J. Pollock will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Oh, and he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Ian Desmond is ready here as we begin the top of the fourth.
Texas, center fielder, Ian Desmond.
And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball, 0-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Springer giving chase. One down. Striding into the box, Rougned Odor. He reached on a single in his first try. Grounded up the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. Jonathan Lucroy strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around.
Well, everyone knows he's slumping right now, so we'll see if that got him going.
Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Curveball close, but it's 1-1. Tap foul at home plate. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And Braun will handle this one for route number 2. Carlos Beltran steps in with another shot to do some damage after hitting a 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Liner toward right center. Springer is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Leading off the inning, George Springer. And they'll need him to get something going here.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
A quick out number 1. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And here's the still dangerous left-handed bat of David Ortiz. High in the air out toward shallow right. Gomez has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Into the box now, Ryan Braun. He flew out in his last at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. And that's waved at and missed for strike one. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Takes this the other way to right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Troy Tulowitzki stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. Hard liner toward short, but this will find the shortstop's glove for the third out of the inning. Mitch Moreland heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
For the Rangers, first baseman, Mitch Moreland.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Greinke gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. And this is swung on and missed, and Moreland is set down on strikes for the first out.
Now batting.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Carlos Gomez.
Carlos Gomez is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Whew, nice play.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and it's back to the top of the lineup now for Elvis Andrus. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Line toward right center. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. Shin-Soo Choo will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game. And he is in there. 3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And he's safe. Adrian Beltre digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Line toward the alley in left center. That gets down, and the inning will continue. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. Ian Desmond will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle.
They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Make it 5-1. Rougned Odor steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far. Travis onto the grass, and that ends the inning. Evan Gattis comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Devin Travis is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Smoked on the ground left side. To second for 1. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Ready now, Pablo Sandoval, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret this is his favorite side to hit from.
And Beltre will make the catch to retire the side. Jonathan Lucroy will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
Oh, and he misses it. Carlos Beltran steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Will Harris is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his... Oh, had him chopping at that one. It's 0-1. We're in the 6th inning now of a 5-1 ball game. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Braun giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in. Lucroy will hit third and head for the plate. And a relay home is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Posed.
Mitch Moreland will stand in, one of the few guys not to join the hit parade so far. And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk, so that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone.
Right fielder.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. 5 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. And Gomez not biting on that one either. It's 2-0 now. 3-0 now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Springer is there. 2 down. Elvis Andrus gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Here's a pop-up now. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Leading off the inning, Brock Holt. And they'll need him to get something going here.
First baseman, Brock Holt.
And a cut fastball in there for a strike. It's 0-1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
A.J. Pollock is in for the 3rd time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
1 out, nobody on. Lifted down the line in right and back out of play. Count holds it 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Desmond giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting,
George Springer will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Bounced weakly near the plate. That winds up foul for the second strike. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Shin-Soo Choo is set to get us started for the late innings of this one. Swinging a little blooper to center. Coming in is Pollock. Oh, and he botches it. Now to the plate, Adrian Beltre. He singled his last time up. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But this is foul for the first strike. 5 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. And low, it's a ball and a strike. Hard hit ball to second. Tulowitzki for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play. Ian Desmond gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Ground ball right side. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Rougned Odor will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
second baseman.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Hit well on the ground to first. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Jonathan Lucroy stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got it.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
Hit hard to short. Scooped up the tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired.
Additional 7th inning stretch.
David Ortiz strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a miss as they start him out on a pitch well inside for strike 1.
This guy just continues to pound the strike zone. He's thrown a first pitch strike to 90% of the batters he's faced. Look how late we are into this ball game, and that's the difference for him.
Nope.
Just a touch outside. 1-2.
1-2.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. There to take it is Desmond, and that's the first out. Ryan Braun will come forward now. He has flied out and singled. In the air now out to right field. Gomez has a read on it. 2 down. Troy Tulowitzki will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Yeah, he got solid contact on that line out, but it just didn't work out. In this game, you have to trust your approach. Eventually, it's going to pay off.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Carlos Beltran steps in and perhaps looking to drive another one out of the park just like he did in the second. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Pollock has a read on it. Makes the play. 1 away. Mitch Moreland steps into the box. Let's see if they avoid the zone again or try to challenge him here. And a feeble swing that time. It's 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Bases are empty, one man out. And another foul ball. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. This is pulled into right. And that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far. Carlos Gomez will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Carlos Gomez.
Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike. Low with a fastball here. In the dirt even. It's ball 1. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. Oh, and he runs right through the stop sign. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And he is in there. Now in the box, Elvis Andrus. He's 1 for 4 for the game. And here's ball 4 now on the intentional walk. So that'll set up the double play possibility with 1 gone. Shin-Soo Choo digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Brad Ziegler will come on and try to get out of this mess here as there are 2 on with only 1 away. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Pollock is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And they've got the runner trapped in a hot box between second and third now. And he's safe.
Third baseman number 29, Adrian Beltre.
A little bouncer. That rolls foul for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. Slow little grounder left side. He's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Evan Gattis. And they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Devin Travis will dig in. He's flown out and hit into a double play in 2 trips. Chris Young will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone.
Chris Young.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
You can't afford to be doing that when you're playing catch-up.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And a heck of an effort over there at first, but it'll be for naught as this is a foul ball. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. Hit to short. Andrus fields it cleanly. On to first, and Young is retired here, 2 away. Pablo Sandoval will get his 3rd shot at it here. He's bounced out and popped out in his previous 2 trips. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And no one can get there. It's a foul ball. Ready on 1-2. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Digging in right here. That's popped up out toward short right field. Young is there, and it's a picture-perfect beginning to the ninth inning for a pitcher. One pitch, one away. First pitch of the at-bat. Rougned Odor comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Protecting with 2 strikes, went out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
And on 0-2, I think you're better off trying to bounce that thing rather than leave it up. Even though that's high, it's a dangerous spot to miss.
Chopped at the plate. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
Neither guy giving in here. This is a great at-bat.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Fights off another pitch and hits it foul right at the plate. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. Riding in once again, Jonathan Lucroy. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Joe Kelly will take over with 2 gone here in the top of inning number 9.
A defensive change for the Red Sox.
Sinker to open the 8B in there for strike 1.
Chris Young.
And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first. Holt has got it, and the side is retired. Striding in to start the 9th, Brock Holt, and they'll need him to get something going here. Fly ball out toward left center field. Desmond sprinting after it. And that's the first out of the inning. A.J. Pollock will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. In there at the knees, strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
He's feeling it now. I mean, this is turning into a clinic out there.
On the ground to the left side. Throw on to first, and now the Red Sox are down to their final out. George Springer makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Squared that one up just a little late. 2 out, nobody on. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. And here's a ball hit in the air. Moreland in foul ground. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the 1 run allowed, but anytime you can give your bullpen a day off, it does nothing but help your club in the long run.
Final line score for our ball game tonight for the victorious Rangers. 6 runs, 15 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. For the Red Sox, 1 run on 2 hits, 1 error. They left just 1 runner on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 7 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Fenway Park, 36,298. We'd like to thank the Red Sox Nation for their continuing support and remind you to please drive home safely. Good night.